Hey guys, what's up? Destiny Gold back from another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to farm engrams better than any other engram farm you will probably ever find. This method works after the patch from last month, so if you're worried about that, yes, this method still works. And to be totally honest, I highly doubt this way is ever going to be patched because of the way that it is designed to work and the type of environment we're in. So the chance that this will ever be patched is pretty small. So you've probably seen those wars around where you'll see two different alien races fighting. Well, that's what we're going for. We're going to go ahead and try to get these two races to fight and get ourselves caught in the crossfire intentionally. Now, we're going to go to Venus, and we're going to be trying to get into this middle of this fight. It's pretty far away from the spawn, but it's a pretty straightforward path. So you got a little ways to go, but it's pretty hard to get confused. Once you start on Venus, you're basically going to head off to the right, and you're just going to follow that path all the way to the Academy, go straight into the Academy, and then just follow the rest of the path that I show you in the beginning of the video to get there. Once you're there, you're going to want to go into the very, very back of this big open field where you see a ton of Vex and Fallen starting to fight. You're not going to see any high-level enemies, mostly those hemogoblins, hobgoblins, whatever they're called, and a couple of the basic goblins, and then you'll see some of the basic dregs. You're not going to find any of the higher-level enemies here. However, there is one exception to that. You will occasionally run into wars that break out, where the two really start fighting a lot and more high-level enemies spawn in. This happens about once every 30 to 45 minutes, and it will spawn enemies so fast you absolutely will not be able to deal with them. Granted, they're all very low level, so they're probably not going to kill you. It's just going to give you a lot of chances to get kills on higher level enemies, and even some yellow enemies spawn in during this time, so you will have the chance to get some glimmer if you're doing that. However, the main reason we're here is to get some engrams, and getting engrams is incredibly easy. Within 45 minutes to an hour, I was able to get 6 blues, and I lost count of how many greens midway through. I stopped counting after like 15 to 20-ish. So point is, you're going to be getting a lot of engrams out of this, and it's definitely going to be worth your time. The best way to do this is if you go all the way back to, you see where I'm standing, you want to be inside that little railing area because it gives you some protection against the Fallen that are spawning right behind you and kind of right below you. So it gives you some protection against them, and it gives you a great place to snipe while being still out of range of the weapons of the Vex. However, you will not be out of range for the two snipers, the hobgoblins. I highly suggest you get a sniper that is a consistent one-shot kill on those two in particular. Doesn't really matter what you get for the rest. And then go ahead and get an assault rifle or something that can carry a lot of ammo that you can use to wipe out these guys very quickly. They will drop tons of ammo, so don't ever worry about having to go pick up ammo. In fact, I had so much ammo lying around that it was actually hard to find the engrams because the light got so intense. It was actually hard to go pick up the engrams at the end, and I ended up having over half of them being mailed to me at the end anyway because I wasn't able to pick them all up, and also I couldn't actually find them because there was so much ammo laying around. And if you happen to go through one of those wars, chances that you're going to have even more engrams drop is pretty high. Now, what I also recommend, which I didn't do in this video, is that you guys go ahead and make a party to do this, because the more people you have working on this, the easier you'll be able to protect yourselves. If you are doing this solo, you will be overwhelmed. Now, not to the point where you will die. The faster you get at this, and it does take some practice, they will spawn continuously and you will never not have something to shoot at. However, if you have 2 or 3 people doing this, it makes your life much, much easier. If you have a strike of at least 2 people, you can have one person cover your back while you're shooting forward. Pick the person who's a better sniper to shoot forward so they can aim at the Vex because they are further away. And then bring a machine gun as a heavy, or maybe a rocket launcher, or something that you can use to take out large groups of Fallen as they try to get close to you from behind. Also, you will notice that if you're standing on the railing, back against the wall, there is a cave to the bottom right there that you can peek in just a little bit. As soon as you notice that the Fallen spawn inside there, throw your grenade in there, and it should wipe out most of them. However, you will also have some Fallen spawn fairly far away under the veranda. You'll see that a couple of times, and they're going to walk in from there. That's when you want to use your assault rifle, or whatever your main primary is. Now, my personal favorite is a pulse rifle. Scout rifles are great and all for the damage, but there is no way you can get out enough shots fast enough to kill people as you need to. Pulse rifles are better because a lot of times it only takes maybe 1 or 2 bursts and able to kill one enemy. Anyway, the whole point is you don't want to use scout rifles, you want to use auto rifles or pulse rifles. Hand cannons, once again, you can't get the shots out fast enough, and you certainly don't have a high enough magazine to be able to do that effectively. My personal favorite, like I said, is the pulse rifles, but you can use whatever you want. So my typical run is a pulse rifle, a sniper rifle, and I prefer a rocket launcher. However, a machine gun will work just as well. It doesn't really matter which one you decide to use for this. That is the basic strategy for this, guys. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Destiny Gold, out.